here with us for the closing, just to give a quick cameo. He's hanging out with the con ball and some peanut butter right now.
Would it be good timing for me to put out the feedback link on the Google Plus community?
Maybe at the very end.
Okay.
Can we get everybody pizza and beer before they do that feedback?
Now, wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be amazing if we could have had pizza delivery for everybody the second they logged in.
Coordinate with some sort of food delivery system to have remote food and beverage deliveries around the country.
You don't think Papa John's wouldn't want to be able to talk about this?
All right, we'll have sponsorships for next year.
Yes.
Brady, come here.
Do we have the slam music queued up?
Is the video? Did I take just the music in the background?
Sure, why not? Yeah, we should start it pretty soon.
So if any one of us plays it on YouTube, then it'll come through our audio, right?
Yes. As long as if you don't have headphones.
Sean, as you pull that up, I'm gonna start inviting people in to the slam. So here's the deal. I'm gonna invite the first couple folks on the Google Doc into the slam. Slam and then leave if you don't mind, so we can continue to invite more people to the slam, if that makes sense. Like, come to the Google Hangout, do your slam, and then take off.
What's that?
So you guys don't hear that, right?
Wait, the little dings?
Yeah, I don't hear anything, Sean.
Okay, good. But if I take out my headset, then you will.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
I can't wait to see the first person pop up.
I can't. I'm really having trouble. Holy cow.
It's okay, Carl.
What's going on?
It won't let me invite anybody.
Do you have to take us off air, invite them, and then turn it back on?
No, because I've re-invited David and Sean multiple times.
Okay, so do we have a wrong URL? Something?
No, it's not a wrong. I mean, it just won't let me.
Okay, do we need to cancel this one and restart it and then re-embed it?
Let me try one more time.
Okay.
If we do, just make real clear to people.
Oh, hey! I just got to invite Kate. Okay. And I just invited Marquetta. And I'm about to invite Joy Kerr.
It shows that you invited like 5,000 people.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, Kate's here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
hey. Now it's a party.
I know. Now we just get their video in.
All right. So I have invited the first 4 people into Slam. Kate Baker, you are a picture right now. Hopefully you will soon become a person. Kate, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I can hear you now.
We can totally hear you.
Welcome, welcome.
So, Kate, you are going to be the first person to slam at EdcampHOME. The floor is yours.
It's so awesome.
Did you unmute me? Am I still muted, or you can hear me now?
I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. I'm going to screen share. You let me know that you can see it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm a little slow. Okay. All right, so the tool I wanted to show today is called Gobstopper. It's an interactive e-reader, and this is fabulous not just for English teachers but also for history and science. They have taken text from the public domain and put them into this format, this e-reader format. They have lots of options here, grades 5 through 12, and if it's on public domain and you want to add it, it can be added into their format. So this is what it looks like. It's a book. They load it into what looks like a book, and then the teacher can customize it with annotations, that include video, pictures, links. You can send them to PowerPoints, you can send them to Google Docs, you can send them to anything. And then, so here's a picture. This is from Pygmalion, George Bernard Shaw's play. And then awesome is you can also embed questions, multiple choice questions and open-ended questions that students can answer, and you can even put quizzes at the end of the sections. And then awesome is you get a teacher data analytics on the student performance. So you can really flip reading with this. And is that my 2 minutes? Am I done?
That's sweet. Thank you.
That is amazing.
Yeah, thank you. That's great.
Nice.
So, where'd the hangout go? So I can get out of it.
That's okay. Don't feel like
I have too many tabs open. There we go.
And what was that called again?
It's called
Gobstopper.
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 Like the candy Gobstopper. So.
David, I've got tweets going out.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing with pictures.
So thank you all. This has been a great experience so far, and I really appreciate all your hard work that you've done. So just wanted to say that before we go.
Aw, thank you.
Thanks, Kate. All right.
Thank you.
And people are concerned. I'm trying to control who is in the big screen right now. I've clicked Marquetta, so hopefully people can see Marquetta. Hopefully. She's got the blue box around her, so people should be able to see. Marquetta, you are going to slam something.
Yeah,
Sorry,
this
I
is my
just
first
pronounced your name
ever.
wrong 5 times.
Yeah, that's okay. That happens all the time. I actually wanted to slam the idea of Edcamp to begin with. This is my very, very first Edcamp, and kudos to you guys for pulling it off. I don't know, I really liked the kind of come as you are mentality, especially with the edcampHOME. The willingness of you guys, the organizers, to troubleshoot on the fly was really fantastic. And I noticed as well, while I was trying to get the inquiry-based learning started up, that a whole bunch of us were like, hey, maybe we can help this way, maybe we can help that way. So to me, this was an excellent model for professional learning in general. Learning, I always tell my students, is really, really messy business, and this was no exception. But I think there's value in kind of troubleshooting and working through the trouble. So I'm also, part of my goal in attending this one was that I've never been to an EdCamp, but I'm really on board with this sort of grassroots professional development, and I'd like to host one in Rochester, New York. So I wanted to mention that if you're interested in co-organizing, we've got about 5 people together so far. Feel free to join us as well. We're on the Edcamp wiki, and I'd also be interested in your feedback on how to include an asynchronous or even like a virtual synchronously edcampHOME / regular old Edcamp. I think that's the next iteration of this. So thanks for the awesome experience today and for the great ideas.
Hey, Marquette, can you just leave your Twitter handle before you go, so if people are interested in helping you with the Rochester Edcamp,
Yep.
they can do that?
I sure can. It's right on my screen, actually. It's Ms. Pierce Tweets, but I will also tweet that with the hashtag #EdcampHOME.
Oh, cool.
Great.
Computer's acting up right now.
Thanks, Marquette.
Thank you.
All right, so we've invited a couple more people. And hopefully they will show up soon. Can I slam something for people
Sure.
to join? It's a super cool tool. David, English. This. Let me screen share really fast. It's called Lingro, and what Lingro does is, this is the Lingro website. What you can do is you can just enter. This is the Edcamp SFB. You enter a website onto Lingro and click Go. And what it does is it shows you the page, except, wait, hold on. As I'm reading this and I'm a student, I don't know what colleagues mean. Oh, I click on colleague. Oh, there's the definition right there. Okay, cool. blah, 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 blah. What does collaborative mean? Oh, I click on that and it tells me what it means. So it's kind of a way for, as kids are bombing through a website, to get the information that they need, or get the words defined that they don't know, without having to go to a dictionary.
Very cool. That's awesome.
And am I unscreen shared yet?
No.
Still sharing.
Oh man. Okay. I might need to leave.
So we're still, just so everybody knows at home, we're still waiting for people to. You've sent the invites out, but people haven't accepted the invites yet.
Yes.
Or there's possibly a technical issue.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Sean, and am I still screen sharing? I can't get it to unshare.
Yes, you are. That's okay.
Still is.
Just get people in, and then we can always click off of you.
So I'm going to invite Sean. I'm going to invite Laura Robertson and Colin O'Connor right now, too.
This actually shows people that you're inviting people, so.
Laura Robertson, there we go. And Colin O'Connor. All right, so there's a couple more invites that have just gone out as well.
Okay, folks, make sure to check your Gmail or your G+. Hopefully there's a phone sound. Pick it up and jump in. Oh, we got Colin in.
Yay. Carl, you are still screen sharing.
It says I'm not, and I try to re-screen share, and I don't even know what's going on. I think
That's
my
okay,
computer hates
Carl.
me right now.
I like watching your workflow. Hey, all right.
Hi, Colin.
Hey, Colin.
All right, and Colin, the blue box is on you, so you're ready to go.
Oh boy! All right. I think
No
I just
pressure.
got unmuted, right?
Hey, great poster in the background.
Thank you. Yeah, I had to come into my classroom in order to have manageable internet for today.
That's awesome.
So I wanted to slam just something kind of basic.
Oh, we got. Sorry.
I'm pretty new to all of this Twitter and kind of the idea of the PLN and kind of digital professional development, and I've just gotten so excited by all of it. Today's Edcamp obviously was a major factor in that, but even leading up to it. So one of the things that I've been trying to talk up is my excitement. I'm actually kind of the educational tech coordinator in an ad hoc role at my school as we roll into one-to-one iPads. So I'm just really hoping that I can carry this kind of energy and get more people into this kind of stuff at my school, so that we can actually change the culture. Because my school's moving very quickly from low tech to iPad. We have a lot of people who are nervous, a lot of people who are scared. The students don't really know what's coming up on them. But I've been energized by stuff like this, and I'm really hoping that I can implement some things to change the writing culture, the reading culture, and the digital culture on our campus. So thank you to the four of you for organizing and executing this.
Hey, Colin, before you go away, so you learned something today.
Absolutely.
And we had a lot of problems, and you still learned something?
Oh, are you kidding me? Absolutely.
All right, so that's all you have to do is just show them our live feed of us troubleshooting for 2 hours straight and all the learning that happened, and they'll think that it's easy peasy pumpkin pie.
Oh, absolutely. You talk about seeing the mess, and it's okay to have a mess and get through that and still communicate something to people, to a large number of people. Part of the problem was there were so many people.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So we're not. It's nice to know that I'm not doing this alone, and it's nice for me to be able to show my faculty and fellow teachers here that we're not doing it alone either. So thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Just a few months ago, I was terrified to even make a YouTube video of myself and share it for a little project, and even not even make it broadcast on the web, but just you had to have the link to get there. Terrified. Did 15, 20 takes, and now here I am. I just sat there for 2 hours live for whoever's watching to, scrambling trying to make this thing work on the back end. So No, you're right. That's what it's about, and it takes whatever it takes to help people get past that step, to just put themselves out there. And like just now, I really appreciate your authenticity and just saying, you know what, I'm new at this, but I really want to get further with this and bring other people along. So that's great. Thank you.
And I think one last thing before I go, if any of my students happen to see this, I used to think that would be the most terrifying thing, to have my students find out that I'm lurking around on Twitter. But I think if any of my students see any of the stuff that I participated in today, I hope that can indicate to them that I'm willing to jump feet first right into the water, and I hope they can too. Take care, everybody.
Awesome, Colin.
Yeah,
Thank you.
great
Thanks a lot,
modeling.
man.
Yeah, thank you.
Laura, you are up next. I'm gonna you have the blue circle around you, so hopefully you are good to go.
Okay, well, thank you so much. This has been a great experience, especially because it got me to do my first Google Hangout, or first 2 Google Hangouts. And I learned a ton of stuff just getting ready to do this. So I'm really impressed with everything. And I would have my lower third, except for apparently I can't do that right now. Anyways, I was going to share just 2 things that I've been using lately. One is Haiku Deck, and it's a really easy presentation tool. I'm just going to do a little screen sharing here, and hopefully you'll have to tell me if it's doing what it's supposed to do. Oh, I can't hear anyone right now.
Well, I hear you.
Laura, can you hear us or no?
Yeah, now I can. Can you?
There you go.
Is that up there? Okay. And so this is actually kind of a dual slam. One thing I'm really passionate about is American Studies, which is doing a kind of a humanities approach to American literature and history. And so this was just a haiku presentation I made for Parents' Night. And you can kind of see it's really easy. You grab the pictures, small on text.
Laura,
yeah.
Let me interrupt real quick. You're showing though, but not the screen share.
Oh. Okay.
So I just don't want to get too far and you're trying to show us.
Okay. Did it come up?
You know what? You got to follow through. So click the screen share, and then you see the pop-up, and then make sure at the bottom right on that pop-up window you start the screen share.
Yeah.
But in between, you want to choose the full screen, probably.
Yeah, it's just not popping up.
Huh. Okay.
All right. Well, Haiku Deck is amazing, and maybe I'll try to share it through Twitter or something like that. The other thing that I used this year that I really liked was Nearpod. And it's, again, I don't know, something is just not quite right with all of this. Anyways, Nearpod is really amazing, and it creates interactive presentations. So what you do is you can upload a PowerPoint presentation, and then kids can take quizzes kind of every couple of slides, and you get real-time feedback, or they can draw things. It's amazing. And I think that's probably, my computer is doing really strange things. All right, I think that's probably good for me. But I just wanted to say thank you so much, because this has been amazing.
Thank you, Laura.
And I really appreciate
thanks,
it.
It's nice to finally meet you face to face, Laura. We've connected previously about some things, so.
Yeah, and we'll get to that now that you're maybe done with this. We can get to the next thing. But thank you.
The project.
Yeah, awesome. Bye.
All right.
Bye. Thank you.
Up next, Sean Zebarth, not Sean White.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having me. You guys, this is amazing, and I love doing old school technology. Terrio, quit laughing at me. My 2 things I want to talk about, and I don't know how to teach this. I'm kind of conflicted here, but through this EdcampHOME, I've learned 2 things. 1, patience, and it really just took a lot of patience to. I mean, I was signed up to one session. I think somebody kicked me out. I just kind of stuck with it. But the other thing that goes along with patience is initiative. And I think GoChem Online, Mr. Go modeled this great. He was on Twitter, and he was sending out links for the different chats that were going on, and he was just facilitating in the background. And man, how do you teach students to do that when you're kind of setting up your classroom? Maybe if your classroom feels like this, and you're trying to get things going, and you're trying to troubleshoot. How do you teach the kids to like back you up and take that initiative to help out instead of complaining or causing problems. But so this has just been really amazing. I have some goals set for myself. The one drawback about edcampHOME is there's no going out to lunch afterwards. I mean, where are we all going?
That's true. That's true.
That is a drawback.
Thanks, guys. Great job. See
Thanks,
ya.
Sean.
Thanks for sharing.
Kevin, you're up next, then Simon, then Joanne.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
And the blue square is on you, so hopefully people can see you.
Oh my gosh, I got to see Kevin live.
No bow tie. I don't have a bow tie.
You got some cool hair, though.
Yeah.
I love bow ties, Kevin.
Yeah, right?
Every day.
I have to echo all the thoughts that were said today. This was absolutely amazing. I thought one of the funnest things was watching you four work through everything. Honestly, I mean, a lot could be learned from what just happened as far as risk-taking, and it's okay to change things for teachers and for students and for admin. I think this was a great experience and a lot of fun. And in the session on standards-based grading, I think it was Amanda Ferrari, and I'm not sure, I'm not going to give credit correctly, but she shared something called Custom Note with a K. And it's a website and also an app, and you can create forms that you can use when you're taking observational notes or conferencing with students, and it links to your Google Calendar or your Evernote account, so that when you're building electronic portfolios, you have this template that you can use, and you can create all different kinds of templates in it. So I'm really excited to try that, and I appreciate having this opportunity to learn, and it's been great. So thanks, team.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
And thank you, too, for throwing some stuff in this week towards the effort. Good stuff.
No problem.
All right, Simon. I'm gonna.
Hey, can you guys hear me? I've been muted until now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, I just wanted to. I just had so much pent-up excitement and energy while I'm doing this, and I've had to be muted because my daughters chose to have play camp home 10 feet from me. But it's wonderful. They're playing and being very noisy. That's fine. That's part of edcampHOME. But I wanted to just slam a few things that have been totally awesome. Echoing all the things people have said before, one of the things that has occurred to me as a tech coordinator, former classroom teacher, is that learning is messy, and that's okay. A lot of times it seems like we want to make learning fit in these boxes, and when it's the best, this has been such an amazing experience watching you guys. I think it was Kurt Reese said it looks like mission control.
Yes.
It looked like you guys were trying to get Apollo to orbit a slingshot around the moon, and it's so exciting, and it's, I'll tell you, it's just, it makes you want to do it and be a part of it. You guys are fantastic for doing this. What I wanted to do is our session in Minecraft, I wanted to slam the fact that we needed a 4th grader to help us with her expertise, and I thought that was such a great model of learning in a classroom right there during edcampHOME. Was we had a 4th grader trying to do a screen share and show us her Minecraft while we were trying to just kind of wrap our heads around it. That is education at its best right there. The little girl was her name was Shasta. I even remember her name. And I said she needs to start creating and putting a weblog up so we can all learn from her in the future. The last thing I wanted to slam was I do not have an iPhone. I may be in the minority. I'm an Android guy, and so this is my screen share. I don't know if you can see this, but I do PD on the go, and I use an app called Dogcatcher, and Dogcatcher is my podcast aggregator, and so it's kind of my iTunes substitute, and I have all of my, I wanted to slam the Techlandia podcast. That's one of my favorites. Yeah. And Take 5, I have to give a shout out to my Idaho Spud buddy, Dave Guyman. Contrary to popular belief, Take 5 is not a boy band. It's Dave Guyman's podcast.
It's excellent.
I also just wanted to kind of show you my screen here and show you that I do this while I'm running, biking, riding in the car, and I just thought it was a good thing to slam because we're all so busy. But thank you very much.
Thank you, Simon.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Thank you.
Joanne, your daughter just got props on the internet. I hope she saw it. You are
I
up
know.
next
I guess
to
she's the
Slam.
new EdCamp mascot.
Ooh.
Oh, just
Oh.
kidding.
Fighting
No,
words.
it's okay.
Your dog's pretty cute, Sean.
Thank you. She could be our human mascot.
So I want to thank you guys too, and I want to add to the spirit of EdCamp. I love the spirit of EdCamp. Anything goes. We're all learning. That's my favorite part of the whole day. I had no idea I was going to wake up today and talk about Minecraft on Google Hangout on air. So I love that that's where I ended up today. But I want to do a little plug about getting the best use of Twitter. Twitter is your best professional development, and I like to call it your personal professional development, that you can really create what you want to learn the most about, and the power to do that is really in the hashtag and finding those hashtags that really identify with what you want to learn about and the people you want to collaborate with. But one of the best hashtags out there, and besides EdcampHOME, I would say is the California EdChat hashtag, which is also a Twitter chat. And if you out there haven't found yourself in a Twitter chat yet, I highly, highly recommend it. It is collaboration at its finest. You're working with teachers that think the same way as you, and some that are going to challenge your thoughts in other ways that you hadn't thought about something before. So I highly recommend getting yourself involved. If you are interested, California EdChat takes place every Sunday at 8 p.m. and that's Pacific Standard Time. So for some of you on the East Coast, that's a bit late. But please join, especially tomorrow, since it's going to be Carl, David, and I. We're going to be moderating about blogging with our students in our classrooms. So, woo! That's my slam, California EdChat. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Joanne. And if I can follow up Joanne's slam with just finding state ed chats, connect with educators all over the place. I'm going to tweet this link to Twitter chats because they are an awesome way to find motivated and engaged educators. All right, I think up next, let me find my John Brubaker. If you're out there, I couldn't find you on Google+. And Margarita, I just invited you to Slam as well, so that invitation is out there. Next up, though, we have Steph Hardinger, and so the blue square is on you. Rocket.
Oh. Muted?
Do we have... What's going on here?
Here we go. Can you hear me?
There we go.
Yep. Yes.
Took my mute off. Awesome. And you can see me. Excellent. So I want to say thank you so much to all of you for putting this together. It's been really excellent to see your process in doing this, and I've learned to use Google Plus and Google Hangout for the first time. And I'm a little bit nervous to be sharing with all of you, but thought I'd dive in and try it in my first EdCamp and first Google. David, thank you so much for all your help early on last week. Oh my goodness. But just really wonderful to be here and be a part of this. I was really excited to be able to participate in the session on Genius Hour, the first one with Joy Kerr, and I've been researching Genius Hour for a little while now on Twitter. And it was great just to get to talk to some people live about what they've been doing in their classrooms. And I've been kind of pulling all my resources that I've accumulated in studying Genius Hour so that I'll have things to draw from early on this year. And I've put them into a Google Drive doc, and I don't know how to share a link. So I'm just going to do this. Wait. Okay. Well, here's my attempt, not knowing how to use this, and then if any of you have a way to share a link in a way that people can click it, we can do that, or also tweet it out.
Steph, I'm about to tweet that out. Can you hold that up one more time?
Sure.
Is it bit.ly Genius Hour?
Yep, all lowercase. Whoop. Here we are.
Got it. Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, I just sent it out for you too.
Awesome. I'll do it when I get done here, but. So I've accumulated resources from the Genius Hour chats that I've been participating in lately, and then also added my really messy notes from today's chat, and at the bottom have really a rough sketch of what I'm planning to do in the first sessions of Genius Hour in my class this year.
So I think that's about all I have. Check out my notes if you're interested, and thank you guys so much. It's been awesome.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Take care.
All right, Joe, you are next.
Okay, hi, my name is Joe Bailey. I'm from Wausau, Wisconsin. I just have something to share that I hope will make people's lives easier. It's an app called Priority Matrix. One of my friends told me about it yesterday. I was looking for a way to Hootsuite my life. So create things into different streams because, you know, we're all juggling 1,000 balls in the air, not forgetting stuff. I was hoping to be able to mirror my iPad, but I can't remember how to do it in a couple of minutes. So I'll quickly show you it on the App Store through, I think I can get it through screen share. Let me see. Okay. Hopefully you can see that now. If someone could click on me to, so that, there we go.
Yeah, and just scroll down a little so you can see the top. I don't know if you can.
Okay, can you see that here?
Yeah, now we can.
All right, so what you can do in this particular thing is you can create different categories of things that you need to track in your life. So it could be school, it could be Twitter, it could be Edcamp, it could be anything that you want. And then within that, you have a matrix system where you can make something critical and immediate, critical and not immediate. It could be just a reminder for something, and you can set reminders for dates, for times, and it will tell you what to do. When you're done with it, all you have to do is click on it, tap on it, and swipe it, and it disappears. I've only been using it for a few days, and already I can tell you my life is 1,000 times simpler because of using this particular matrix. You can customize each of it. You can make different colors. So, for example, on the critical one, I've got it as red. The not so critical one is kind of an amber orange color, and then green for it can wait a while. So again, just an easy way to try and manage the things that we're trying to manage in our lives, and is being really helpful to me, and I hope it will help somebody else as well.
That is awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
I hope that helps.
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking about using it for student group work.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, great.
All right, bye.
Nice.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, thank you, Joe. That was great. Thank you.
And we are waiting for Holly Clark.
Hey, while we're waiting, people have been talking about the Apollo mission. So if you guys know the JPL Mohawk guy, turn your head sideways here.
Awesome.
This is my son. He's the Edcamp Mohawk for mission control. This is my son, Cade. Cade, say hi.
Hi.
And he's been really patient about not hanging out with his dad on a Saturday morning, so I just wanted to throw out a shout for him. All right, thanks, Cade.
And a Monday night, and a Tuesday night, and a Wednesday night, and a Thursday night, and a Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to give a public shout out to my wife, who's been very, very patient with me this week, and continues to be patient today. All right.
Awesome, Holly's here. So if you guys know the JPL Mohawk guy, turn your head sideways here. This is my son.
He's going live.
He's the Edcamp Mohawk for mission control.
It's
Hey, Holly, you're live. He's been really patient about not hanging out with his dad on a Saturday morning, so I just wanted to throw out a shout for him. All right, thanks.
Holly, can you stop? Are you able to stop streaming?
Yeah.
Are you streaming the feed?
Yeah.
There we go.
Holly, you need to shut the page that has the live stream open, or mute that.
Yeah, it's all set.
Okay. Awesome, Holly's here.
Okay, can you hear me?
So if you guys know the JPL, yeah, but Holly, you need to stop the stream. My son, he's going live.
Holly, you've got to stop the live stream in the background. Oh, we just lost Holly.
Holly.
Come back, come back.
Come back, Holly. Because we can hear ourselves 45 seconds later through your website feed.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so if you jump in, make sure that the live feed is muted. Otherwise, it's like, you know when you hear radio talk shows and people are like, turn down your radio, turn down your radio. You'll think you're not in, but you are.
If you don't mind, guys, I'll just take a moment. For me, one of the big things in terms of actual tech applications, Google Apps. I don't have the experience with the Google Apps that some of you guys have. We're not officially a Google school. I do use Google a lot, and I learn quickly. But what I've learned in this process, in terms of how we built today and how we made today happen, is just an absolute testament to the power and the capabilities of Google Apps to allow real-time, asynchronous, across the world, visual in these Hangouts, collaboration work. It's absolutely amazing what we just did, basically with the background of Google Apps and the foreground of a WordPress website. And I guess that would be my other shout out is go WordPress, man. Open source technology at its best, an open source community too. Since I've been learning WordPress for 3 or 4 years, I get a question, I go to a forum, I go to WordPress help, and I get answers quickly like that from people who are just giving their time because they believe in open source technologies and supporting that. So those are my 2 shout outs to Google Apps and the capabilities they provide, and WordPress for publishing to the web.
Amen.
Carl, do we have more people coming into Slam?
We have 2 more people coming into Slam, Garnet and Kelly. Garnet is here. Garnet, I'm going to give you the blue square. The floor is yours.
Yay, Garnet.
Except you might be muted.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes. Yeah, perfect. Yay.
Yay. I just wanted to quickly just take a minute. I don't think I'll need 2, but when I signed up for this, I had no experience with Edcamp at all, and I thought, okay, I'll just go in and I will watch and take this all in, and I just had a quick moment of confidence this morning as I stuck one of the sticky notes when we were doing the session board, and all of a sudden then I was facilitating a chat and grading. And
awesome
experience. I just had to put that out there. If you're one of those people watching right now who didn't maybe quite have that confidence or the insane moment where you decided to jump in, I did, and it was incredible. So the next time you're at an Edcamp, find that confidence and jump in. It was wonderful.
Oh, thank you for sharing. That is an awesome story.
Yeah, that is really great.
Yeah, that's great, Garnet. It's nice to meet you on here too, finally.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I just want to show in here real quick. If you can get your students interacting with people through Twitter and through blogs and blogging, and then after they've been doing that for a while, actually bring in the people that they've been interacting with on a Google Hangout. Everybody's favorite part of a Google Hangout is finally meeting somebody face-to-face. And if you can build that where people have developed relationships and then bring somebody in face-to-face, it's an awesome experience for everyone.
It is.
So we had Holly's not gonna be able to, hey, Kelly made it. Kelly, awesome. Holly's not gonna be able to make it, so Kelly, you are the last Slam. Make sure that you're unmuted, and then the blue squares around you. You are going to be what everybody sees.
Awesome. Kelly, are you with us?
Oh, yep.
There he is.
I'm here. Yep. I'm just trying to get organized here.
No worries.
That's a good web.
Am I up?
You and the rest of us.
Yeah, you're up. It looks good.
Okay, so I'm going to give a tweet out about the session that I did on Evernote. And I use Evernote all the time. I think it's something that I'm a school administrator, and I think that every single administrator should be using. The session we had talked about how to use Evernote for lesson planning and sharing documents, and our moderator did a great job. And unfortunately, my 4-year-old just got rid of the thing that I was using, so I can't even remember his name. But it was a great session. I'd like to thank all the 4 of you. I will definitely be sharing this with various people, because it's important that people see that learning is messy, it's real, and that you don't have to have everything set up if you let things the is that if anybody does use Evernote and they are using any of the iOS devices, Evernote is a fantastic app to get because it allows you to integrate both your all your calendars, your reminders, plus your Evernote stuff all into folders. I use it all the time with my with what I'm doing because it actually allows me to send out information or send out reminders when I have to-dos. And so things like remembering my my wife's anniversary or our anniversary or my wife's birthday sends me a little reminder that says buy the gift, and so I'm not shopping at the local 7-Eleven to buy an anniversary gift the night before. So that's just my thing. I'd like to thank you very much for putting this together. It was awesome, and I'm now going to go play with a 4-year-old.
Nice. Thanks, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Ooh, we've got a couple more people. Hey, Carrie's here. Carrie,
nice.
the blue square is on you. Rock it.
Oh, it's Carrie. Yay! So cool.
Oh, I'm muted. There we go.
No, not anymore.
No, we can hear you.
We can hear you. Oh, yeah, she's got to put the lower third up. Good job, Carrie.
Yeah.
Nice. Way to rock it. Holly's back, too.
Oh, you know what I just realized? I'm doing what Holly did.
Oh, you're listening to us? Okay.
I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
No,
You're live, Carrie.
Hey, thanks, you guys. This was amazing. I'm actually just back in from the National Writing Project, so that's what I wanted to. That's what I wanted to talk about was the National Writing Project and the Summer Institute. It was one of the most amazing face-to-face professional development sessions ever, and I just wanted to put it out there that if you're in a state where you have to drive 4 hours like I did just to go to a Summer Institute or any kind of Summer Institute chance or opportunity you get, it's definitely worth it. So worth it. And then they did a MOOC this summer on Google Plus through the Digital Writing Is, and just wanted to put that out there and promote the NWP and their digital writing site as well. So, but you guys did awesome today. Good job.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Carrie,
that
what's funny is I started off with that MOOC and I told myself this is the first MOOC I'm going to actually complete. I'm going to follow through. But then edcampHOME took over, so and a needed break from a computer for a couple weeks. So, but that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, and it's definitely worth. I'm almost tempted to show my students at the beginning of the year, like the beginning of the edcampHOME setup, simply so they can see, like, well, A, we're not perfect as teachers, but that there is process and that we do go through these amazing steps and journeys just to make something happen, and to watch you guys go through that journey was super impressive.
Thanks, Carrie.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have an excellent Saturday.
You too.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Holly Clark is back. There may be one more after Holly. I know I keep saying one more. Ken Corum, I invited you. I tweeted you. Hopefully you'll show up. Holly, what you got?
Okay, so first of all, I wanted to honor your hot mess kind of environment by showing up fresh from the shower. I'm even wearing glasses. I'm not wearing more color, but if you guys can do it, I can do it. I really wanted to show you this new app that I think is the coolest new thing that's come out. It's called TouchCast. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going to try and put my iPad right here and see how this works. First, let me just play it, and I'll let this guy explain it. And tell me if you can hear. If not, then I'll just... Sorry. Is it not going to go now?
TV.
Okay.
Feels like the web. I'll show you what I mean. Say you want to bring up...
Can you hear and see it?
Yes.
Yes. Cover story on the real cost of healthcare. With TouchCast, the article appears at first like a regular TV-style graphic, but with a touch, it launches into full browser mode. Or maybe you want to see what people are saying about healthcare on Twitter. Pull up a stream of tweets like this one and simply place it on the screen. Now touch the feed and see what happens. It updates in real time. Or pull up a video like this one and place it on the screen. Or grab an image or two. Now your TouchCast is a container for other media. It all lives inside the TouchCast. You can even draw directly on the video. With TouchCast, anything is possible. Let me walk you through this. These aren't just graphics. These are little apps inside the video. We call them video apps, or VAPs. TouchCast creators can add all sorts of VAPs into the TouchCast, including videos, polls, maps.
So I'm going to stop, and you guys saw the gist of that. It's putting stuff in a video that kids can touch, and then it comes up on the side. So I just want to say, think about that for digital student portfolios, talking in a video about what you did, and then being able to touch it. Anyway, okay. What's that say? Time?
Amazing.
Oh.
That's seriously, that's amazing.
But being able to touch that work that you did blows my mind. Anyway, hey David and Kelly and why am I forgetting all your names right now? Carl. And I don't know you, Sean. Huh?
Yeah, Sean. We recently, yeah.
Oh, okay. You guys, awesome job. You are, I mean, awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Bye, you
You're
guys.
a hot mess right now?
Yeah, I am a hot mess.
Bye, Holly.
Bye.
Thanks, Holly.
Holly, thank you.
So Ken Corum may show up in the next couple of seconds, or may not. But yeah, should we just do the closing since it's 12:45 and we said we'd be done a while ago?
Sure.
Yeah.
We gotta reopen some tabs.
Sounds good.
Okay, so let me
Wait,
back up.
real quick. Wait a minute, real quick. Sorry.
Go, Sean.
Good boys, good boys.
Go, Sean.
Oh, you want me to go?
At least 2 lines. For those of you who don't know, Sean gave us
section.
Impromptu wrap-offs all during the planning sessions. All right. Are we ready to close out?
Let's close out.
We're just to clarify, we're going to draw winners from the people that complete the end of the day survey, or do we change that to the attendance?
Day of the end survey.
Okay, so in order to have a chance at winning one of the specialty edcampHOME mugs, you will need to complete the end of day survey, and we'll draw a winner from those that complete the survey.
And is the end of day survey right below us or somewhere else on the webpage?
I'm going to tweet it right now.
Okay.
And then, Sean, do you want to post the end of day survey on the website? Sean, with it? Okay, good. And we're also going to post that into the Google Plus community as well. Yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right, I'll take care of that.
Sean, you want to start up with the closing, or?
Give me a second. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay. So I want to start off by thanking all of our moderators for their service to everyone. Their planning feedback to us. They took time out of their week this week to get into Hangouts with us, go over the process. They gave us some excellent feedback, which definitely informed our process. And it's also moderators why we kept on sending you different information all week, because it was quite an evolving process. So we appreciate your patience and dedication. And yeah, that's the last thing, the patience. Thank you.
And we maybe should have sent out even more different stuff. All right, go ahead.
We want to thank all the participants for taking a risk with us, trying something new, and having trust and faith in 4 teachers trying to bring the EdCamp experience to new places. We really appreciate all of you and your risk-taking today.
We also want to thank Sam Patterson, who provided us with some crucial inspiration as David and I were starting to bounce around this idea, and the rest of the CA EdChat crew, because this crazy idea actually grew out of an Edcamp CA EdChat discussion that happened after we had talked to EdCamps on CA EdChat. So to all those folks, many of whom we saw here today, thanks so much. Y'all rock.
And I want to thank all of you who watched and participated via Twitter and YouTube. It was really cool seeing questions come in and people talking about and watching it. And you were a part of the Edcamp experience, and I'm sure you're going to blog out and tweet out, and hopefully you learned a couple things today.
We also want to thank everyone who encouraged us and helped us fill out all the details and troubleshoot the problems. I know in our Google Plus community this week, everyone jumped in when people had questions or were concerned or even frustrated. There were so many hands on board to make people feel comfortable with the process. We are very appreciative to everyone involved.
And I actually said it earlier with my own personal slam, but thank you to Google and the Google Ed team for what they do with Google Apps, Google Hangouts, which I believe is going to be what makes that's the future right there. And I hope that they further develop Hangouts. And Google Plus, which is also I've really been getting into more lately. Without this, none of this would have been possible the way we just did this today. So awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Just so you guys know, the Google Hangouts are up on the EdcampHOME website. They will stay there. We will publish a Twitter archive soon once we take a deep breath. And that will go up on the website. Blog posts, please post them to the EdcampHOME community so we can all read what you learned and took away and are going to implement in your classroom or in your district or in your school next year.
Please complete the feedback form. It is being pushed out right now via Twitter with the EdcampHOME hashtags, as well as being posted to the Google Plus community, and it is on the website. We thank you in advance for your thoughtfulness and for helping us make the next EdcampHOME even better. Just a note, if you fill out the survey, you will be in the drawing for one of the beloved EdcampHOME mugs.
Yeah, and I also wanted to say that there will definitely be an EdCamp 2014 next summer, maybe sooner. It'll be even bigger and better. And one of the things we always promised ourselves when we did this is that there would be a second one. And I think that's an important lesson for all teachers and for students, is to not only commit to something once, but tell yourself that you're going to modify and make it better, and you're going to do something twice. I think before I finish up my closing statements, we might have one last person in here on our /slam closing. We got Ken in here. Ken, you want to go ahead and throw in one slam before we're done? Yeah.
I'm going to get in, huh?
Yep, you're a special guest during the closing.
Well, first of all, Carl, Sean, Kelly, and David, this totally rocked. I just want to reiterate that. This is a dream for those of us who have ADHD. Having 14 windows open at one time was awesome. My summary of today was encapsulated in a cartoon, and I think, Carl, you commented on that. I don't know, how do you do a screenshot here?
The screen share on the left.
On the left?
Yeah, your little window there should be a screen share, and you click it, and then you're going to click whether you want to go full screen or on the window.
Okay, there we go. Screen share. Okay, can you guys see that cartoon?
Not yet. You have to complete the whole process, like click it, and then...
Okay, select a window. Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, now we can.
All right, so that kind of encapsulates the learning experience today, I think. Although there's probably a lot more tally marks for successes than learning experiences there. So, but I just wanted to say thanks to Ryan Archer, Beth Niemer, Laura Robertson, and Ray for the paperless classroom and Evernote first session. The second session, I don't know what happened, but I couldn't get back in, or some server went down, but I just was a lurker, and so I just popped around to different sessions on YouTube, and I'm glad that those are all archived now. So it's going to, one person said it's going to take hours just to go through all the YouTubes just to figure things out, but like I said, ADHD people, it's great, and I'm also very thankful that that we're actually share with video and audio, and I'm just thankful that we're years away from being able to share smell as well, because I didn't shower, and so it worked out great in that regard as well. So that's all I got. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ken.
Oh, thanks, Ken.
Thanks, Ken. All right, and with that, I think we're done. Yeah.
Well, wait. I just wanted to throw one last thing out here. Sorry about that. So, I just wanted to let everybody know kind of where this is going in the future, real quick. If you haven't figured it out already, this isn't really just EdcampHOME. It's EdcampHOME English, and there are a ton of teachers all over this world who teach in a language besides English. And so, if you would like to start off Edcamp Mikasa or Edcamp Maison en français, feel free. This is just like the original Edcamp creators. Let everybody else just go at it. If this is something you want to start in another country, in another language, maybe you want to do an EdcampHOME Eastern Hemisphere, that would be great. Nobody trademarked EdcampHOME. We're not, this is Edcamp, and we all own it. We will still do our EdcampHOME, and we will continue it at least once a year, if not more, and we're excited about that. But we want to see where this goes. And if you do an EdcampHOME somewhere else and it's in a language we can understand, please tell us about it, invite us, because if we can, we would love to be participants rather than organizers, because it looked like a lot of fun participating. So I just wanted to say that.
All right, so I think the longest Google Hangout I've ever been a part of, and I think we have like 5 minutes before we get kicked off the air, is about to be over, a 4-hour Google Hangout. Thanks, everybody, for being patient and for being part of this experience. It was awesome. So grateful for everybody that came and learned today, and for being patient as we tried to figure stuff out.
Sean showing up the shirt again.
Yeah, what about the back, Sean?
You're going to have to help me out here.
I think we're done.
At least his shirt on was this time.